Hello, listeners. Tonight, we are going to hear a special story about Hanuman, the greatest devotee of Lord Rama. This story is full of magic, music, and a wonderful adventure. Hanuman will show us how love and devotion can create miracles and even melt hearts. Along the way, we will meet celestial musicians and see the ocean of milk, a place of peace and wonder. So, close your eyes, relax, and let this story take you to a magical world. A long time ago, Hanuman, the mighty devotee of Lord Rama, sat on top of a majestic mountain called Gandhamadhan. He was in deep meditation, his mind focused on Rama, and many years quietly passed by. One day, something extraordinary happened. Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, appeared before Hanuman. With a kind but serious voice, Brahm said, "Hanuman, the era of falsehood is near. The earth will no longer feel like home for a pure soul like you. It's better that you leave for the ocean of milk, a place of peace." As quickly as he appeared, Brahm vanished, leaving Hanuman to ponder his words. Far away in the ocean of milk, where Lord Vishnu rested, two celestial musicians were performing tirelessly to please him. These two were Narada, who sang devotional songs, and Tumburu, who performed classical melodies. But there was a problem. They both thought they were the better musician. Their friendly rivalry soon turned sour. At times, their arguments grew so heated that they would almost start a fight, even raising their veena as if they were swords. Frustrated, they would shout, "Lord Vishnu, tell us, who is the greater musician? We need to know." Lord Vishnu, known for his calmness, tried to mediate. Sometimes, he pretended to sleep to avoid their quarrels. But Narada and Tumburu wouldn't let him rest. They would loudly exclaim, "Lord, you must decide who is better. We can't have peace until we know." Narada and Tumburu, still bickering about who was the better musician, went to Lord Vishnu for an answer. Vishnu smiled and said, "On Mount Gandhamadhan, there is a Vanar, Hanuman. Go and summon him. He will resolve your debate." Narada and Tumburu were stunned. "Hanuman?" They glanced at each other with suspicion but set off to find him. Soon, they reached Mount Gandhamadhan, where Hanuman sat deep in meditation, softly chanting the name of Rama. The air was filled with a magical sweetness, and Hanuman's voice resonated with such beauty that it seemed to harmonize all the ragas in existence. Narada and Tumburu froze, captivated by the melody. They stood silently, listening, until they unknowingly joined in, chanting Rama's name. But when their voices interrupted the serene harmony, Hanuman slowly opened his eyes. Surprised, he looked at the two visitors, who stood spellbound, still murmuring Rama's name. With deep devotion, Hanuman rose and touched their feet in respect. The two musicians snapped out of their trance, feeling embarrassed. "O great soul," they said, "you should not have touched our feet." Hanuman, smiling warmly, replied, "Whenever I hear devotees chant Rama's name, my heart overflows with joy." Narada and Tumburu introduced themselves and explained why they had come. "Hanuman, Lord Rama has summoned you to the ocean of milk," said Tumburu. "Will you join us?" Hanuman's eyes lit up with excitement. "Rama has called me? Then I shall go at once." Narada smiled and added, "Not just Rama. You will also see Sita, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna there, all serving Lord Rama with devotion." Hanuman's heart leapt with joy. Without wasting a moment, he stood up and exclaimed, "Let us go." His eagerness was unmatched as he prepared for the journey to the ocean of milk. When they arrived, Hanuman was greeted by Garuda, Vishnu's divine eagle, who respectfully led him to Lord Vishnu's presence. As Hanuman stepped forward, he gazed upon Vishnu, and in an instant, he saw Rama within him. A realization dawned: Rama and Vishnu were one and the same. Overwhelmed with devotion, Hanuman bowed deeply before Lord Vishnu. Vishnu smiled warmly and spoke, "Hanuman, these two musicians, Narada and Tumburu, are uncertain about who among them is the greater artist. I called you here to help resolve their debate. But first, let us hear you sing." Hanuman, ever humble, looked up with wide eyes. "My lord," he said, "what do I know of music? How can I even dream of singing before such talented and learned musicians?" Vishnu chuckled softly and said, "Hanuman, you often forget your own greatness. It's a pity that someone else always has to remind you. Don't you remember the time you followed the path of the sun god himself, learning from his brilliance?" Lord Vishnu's voice was gentle but firm. "Hanuman, you must sing," he said with a smile. Hanuman could not disobey his beloved lord. Taking a deep breath, he began to sing. His voice rose softly, starting with the beautiful Raga Hindol, a melody that was dear to Vishnu. Narad and Tumburu stood frozen in astonishment. The depth and perfection of Hanuman's music left them speechless, like statues carved from stone. But Hanuman didn't stop there. He transitioned into Raga Vaijayanti, singing the sacred name of Rama. With just 2 syllables, Ra and Ma, he poured such heartfelt devotion into the song that it sent ripples of magical vibrations through the ocean of milk. The listeners were overwhelmed with bliss, their hearts soaring as they realized how music could become the purest expression of devotion. As Hanuman approached the climax of his song, something extraordinary happened. The waves of the ocean began to rise higher and higher, as if they could touch the stars. Even Sheshnag, the 1,000-headed serpent who shaded Vishnu, swayed with the rhythm, his hood shimmering with divine energy. Then, as the energy peaked, Hanuman's voice softened, and he began to sing Raga Dev Gandhar. This serene melody brought a tranquil calm over the ocean, so much so that the entire ocean seemed to freeze in stillness. The Veenas of Narad and Tumburu, which were lying nearby, became stuck in the frozen waters. Vishnu raised his hand, signaling Hanuman to stop. Narad and Tumburu, who had been completely spellbound, suddenly noticed their instruments were trapped. Vishnu smiled and said, "Narada, Tumburu, now let your music melt the ocean and free your Veenas." The 2 musicians sang their hearts out, trying their best. But no matter how long they sang, the frozen ocean remained untouched. Exhausted and humbled, they hung their heads in silence. Vishnu then turned to Hanuman and said, "Sing once more." With grace and devotion, Hanuman sang a series of enchanting ragas. The spirits of the melodies came to life, taking on divine forms and dancing around Hanuman in joy. The beauty of Hanuman's music reached far and wide. Soon, even Lord Shiva, the cosmic dancer, was drawn to the scene. Shiva arrived, dancing gracefully, accompanied by Goddess Parvati, Lord Ganpati, and many celestial beings. The entire cosmos seemed to rejoice in Hanuman's devotion and music. And so, dear listener, Hanuman's music reminded everyone that true art is not about competition, it is about devotion, love, and surrender to the divine. Close your eyes and let this thought stay with you as you drift into a peaceful sleep. Good night.